I asked 80,000 Marvel fans the simple question, which one of these four MCU heroes behind me is the best? And the results were honestly shocking. Let's go over what you, the fans, voted for versus how I'd rank them. Coming in dead last place from you guys and your votes is Thor, with only 7% of the 81,000 total answers picking him as the best MCU hero. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is the only one I agree with you on. He's also in my fourth place. I love Chris Hemsworth as his character. He is crucial to the success of the MCU, but I almost think he works better as a character when he's around other heroes. His best stuff is in Avengers Infinity War, Endgame. I'd even throw Age of Ultron in there. I think there's some really interesting Thor elements in that movie. And he's really great in Ragnarok, obviously, when there's like Hulk and other people to balance him out. I can't blame you guys and me for putting him in last place because honestly, in the first two Thor movies, he's not that interesting of a character. And then Thor Love and Thunder is just a straight up bad movie. So that taints a lot of people's views of him, obviously. This is where I already start beefing with you guys because in third place, you guys voted Captain America. He only received 17% of the votes of a poll of which of these MCU characters is the best, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Captain America, for me personally, is in my second place spot. I understand, sometimes like the goody two-shoe character can be way too boring and simple of a person to really be that interesting, but Steve Rogers really breaks away from that mold, had one of the most interesting arcs in the entire MCU, ending perfectly in Endgame, passing on the shield. Everything between him and Bucky is amazing. Like, the dynamic between these two characters is legitimately one of my favorite parts of the entire MCU, them being friends and enemies for so many years. Plus, Cap just has so many absolutely iconic moments in the MCU, obviously wielding Mjolnir probably being the number one most iconic. I don't know how he can be in third place, honestly, that just blows my mind. Before I get to the top two, if you're enjoying this new format of a video, make sure to leave a like and let me know if you want to see more, and go to my community post tab and vote in future polls to have your results included in the next video. Second place is where guys really lost me, because it is Iron Man with only 30% of the vote saying that he is the best or their favorite MCU character. And yes, I highlighted in the poll, this is MCU only. Iron Man only receiving 30% of the votes is almost blasphemy in my opinion. Not one character in the MCU has had higher highs than Tony Stark. Obviously, his two sacrifices in the first Avengers movie and Avengers Endgame immediately come to mind. So many countless just amazing moments. So one of the funniest MCU characters, the best development I've ever seen in the MCU too. I mean, to put it simply, the MCU literally wouldn't exist if RDJ as Tony Stark wasn't as perfect as it was. He is the thing that makes this entire thing work and holds all the Avengers together for so many years. If you couldn't figure out by now, Iron Man is obviously my number one on the list. But what you guys, the community, picked as your number one is actually Spider-Man, getting 46% of the 81,000 votes, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Listen, if you ask me for my top three favorite superheroes of all time, Spider-Man is easily in that list. But considering only the MCU, he has no business being number one or two. I do think Tom Holland is a great Peter Parker, and he's had some really solid moments in the MCU. Obviously, his big sacrifice, having everybody forget him at the end of No Way Home, super memorable. Lots of really fun moments here at the MCU, but nothing compares to the highs of what we've gotten from Cap and Iron Man yet. Now, obviously, with Spider-Man 4, Avengers Doomsday, and Secret Wars coming out in the next 2 years, he could obviously easily become the number one hero. He definitely has the potential to, because Spider-Man is so iconic and Tom Holland is great, but as of right now, there's no way he can be one. We just got some updates about Avengers Doomsday straight from the Russo brothers and a minor update about Spider-Man 4. If you want to hear all of that and some leaks, click the video above my head right now. Thank you so much for watching.